Okay guys, I'm here today to discuss crap online gamers have to hear as a girl.
Go home, gamer girl.
Hello everyone, this is ChampionMan90. Ugh! Damn it, I can't see a thing in this.
So when you send messages, let me just look up a few real quick.
Oh, this is going to be good. An actual feminist trying to give us evidence of things that annoys her when guys talk to her when she says she's a gamer or something. Brace yourselves, people. This is going to be good.
I saw a picture on my Instagram that really inspired me.
Cool story, bro. Tell me more about how this completely irrelevant picture is relevant to your video, which is basically demonizing male gamers.
And my Instagram's AK Squish, and this was it. Aww.
Oh, look! A cartoon that we can barely see on the camera. That's surely an accurate representation of what it's like to be a female gamer. Oh, the humanity.
Oh, well, it's backwards, but you know what I mean.
Lol.
So it says, you sound like a man. Shouldn't you be doing dishes?
I've never heard anybody say that to anyone who is a female gamer. In fact, most of the time you can never tell who is and who isn't a woman or a man in online gaming because there's a thing called anonymity, and usernames and avatars do not represent the person who is playing the game. But, never mind. I'm sure you'll, bring that up at some point, maybe.
You must be fat and ugly. Ah, that's a popular one.
Okay, considering that you cannot tell who this person is and they can't tell who you are, and plus I've never really heard people say that online. I'm sure it does happen, but this all seems like one massive straw man so far, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Gamer girl.
Do you have a boyfriend? That's after they figure out that you're not a little boy, after they accuse you of being a little boy multiple times, which is disturbing because it sounds like you'd be rather playing with a little boy, so I wouldn't say that.
That says more about you if you think that they think that you're a little boy or something. So what if they ask if you have a boyfriend? That's just a question. You can't say yes, no, or tell them that is a personal question I do not want to answer. And they can say, okay, whatever. It's just a question. Sure, some people are socially inept and will ask this question and sound a little bit creepy if they don't know what they're doing, but that is a harmless thing. I don't know why you're so worked up about this, why you're getting so much autism right now. It's just baffling.
You're probably just a 12-year-old boy.
That's been said to men too, girl. You do realise that a lot of these things can be said towards men. Like, oh, do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Do you blah 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 blah? All these things can be said towards men. You do realise that, right? It's trash talking, trolling, and that you must be a 12-year-old boy is usually a response to people who are trolling or being annoying in the chat. So unless you're an annoying bitch online, no wonder they are calling you a 12-year-old boy. So really, it does say more about you than it does about these guys, who you don't even know are guys, really, because online gaming is largely anonymous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Why? Is a 12-year-old boy better than a grown woman?
No, they're calling you immature, you idiot. I mean, isn't it obvious? One, they don't know what your gender is because you obviously go online anonymous. So when they see you trolling in the chat or doing something stupid, plus, your microphone's probably really shit, so they can't tell what your voice is. And, little boys have very similar voices to women, or at least, young women, sort of, before the voice breaks. So on a crappy microphone, one could easily mistake a young woman for a 12-year-old boy. And no, they're not saying that they're paedophiles. I don't know where you got that from. I think you're just twisting their words. But then again, having watched this video a fair few times, that does beg to question that you might be a bit of an idiot when you're saying that. And besides, what if these guys do prefer 12-year-old boys to you? I won't blame them. You're an idiot.
I don't get that one. Is it because my personal voice is not very girly?
There we go. The mystery is solved. Your voice is a bit more masculine than other women's, or a bit deeper. That's why they think you're a teenage boy, because they can't see your face, for whatever reason. You're anonymous online, and they assume you're a man or a little boy. That's not a problem. That's nothing. That is a simple mistaken identity, which is easy to do online. I thought someone in the B list was a man until I heard her actually speak in a very weird accent, but nonetheless, she was a woman, and everything was cool. Everything was cool. It was just a mistake. But you take it personally, because everything has to be about you, and everything has to hurt your feelings, because you're going out there looking to be offended. Why the hell are you going online into these places where people trash talk each other and troll each other for the hell of it, for fun, to win games, to lose games, and getting offended? If anything, it's online gaming is not for you, and you should just stick to those silly single player, I don't know, interactive fiction games, or just play some Total War or whatever, if you consider yourself such a gamer girl.
So then if you don't have a girly voice, that's a bad thing too, because then you're fat and ugly and weird. And
I know you're strawmanning and paraphrasing and all that, but throughout all these things that you're saying, they've never actually said that was a bad thing. Maybe you're the one who's being a horrible git, so they are basically just thought, you know what? This person's being an idiot, so we're going to insult them back. Maybe. Or maybe they're doing it to wind you up. Maybe they are the perpetrators, but they don't know what gender you are, obviously. Otherwise they wouldn't be making assertions like this. And they're just trying to wind you up. And you took the bait, because you're an idiot who is clearly not a gamer and doesn't understand how the etiquette works online.
gross and have no friends.
Oh, you really are trying your hardest to make this look worse than it actually is. And it's failing horribly, because a true gamer girl, well, not a gamer girl, just a gamer, would not be complaining about this shit.
Go have your period somewhere else.
It's called a trash-talking insult. Get over it! Men get called far worse than that shit, love. Women get the easy end of the stick in online gaming. It is well known that if there's a woman in the clan or whatever, they will get an easier ride when it comes to, you know, getting to know people, getting loot. Men will go out their way to help them become better at the game, to give them more loot than other people would, etc., etc., just because as a woman. Gamers, male gamers love nothing more than a female gamer to spend time with. It is like the pipe dream. They're not trying to, you know, push people away, to push women away. That's totally anathema to everything that a straight gamer guy, that is, wants. It's just dumb. Why would they? If they want more, why are they trying to push him away? And people like you, well, they don't lend any credence to that feminist theory whatsoever.
Oh, okay, well, I'm not having my period at your house. So...
Are you dumb? Or are you just autistic? I can't tell the difference. Because that is such a stupid reaction. They're insulting you. It's banter. Trash talk to them back. You might actually get some respect. But because you're not a gamer, you don't understand these things. So you assume they are attacking you personally when they're actually just trying to get a rise out of you for some shits and gigs. And to see if you can handle the, you know, whatever it is they can throw at you. It's clear that you can't. So why don't you just, I don't know, turn off chat, mute everyone, and play the game, if you even play it at all. It's that simple. Or block everyone. Why is it these people complain about these things, yet you have the mute button, the block button. Hell, you can even turn off your internet and just walk away. Walk away from the computer. It's that simple, but no, we have to censor people because some people are so stupid they can't block or mute.
And then there's other curse words that are used that we won't go into.
Oh, they used a swear word. Oh, you poor woman. Oh, do you want a hug?
But the point is, I mean, why is the online gaming community like that?
Get more evidence, she hasn't a fucking clue what she's on about. It's not the online gaming community. There are several large and small online communities. They're all different. They're not all the same. See, this is why these people are not gamers, because they haven't a fucking clue what they're on about. They would know there's different kinds of online communities. They would know what the etiquette is. They would know that there's a mute button, that there's a block button, that they don't even have to go online. They can just play single player and do other things with their time. And this is a prime example of the type of person. It's not just a female thing, it's a male thing. I mean, do you honestly think the likes of Tariq Musa is a gamer? He even admitted he wasn't one, and he writes about them. This is a problem that goes across the board. These posers that have gone in because they think it's fucking cool, and they need to be rooted out. They should go back to whence they came. I don't know, San Francisco, London. Who cares? Whoever. They have no place here because they're only here to disrupt and destroy things. They're not here to add to the community, to bring something new. They're only here to change it and be a useful idiot for the powers that be so that they can destroy us and control us. That's all they're here for. Or they're just, these typical poser who's just here to look cool and complains when it's not what they want it to be because they are offended by it. Wankers.
If I was a 12-year-old little boy, then you'd just be telling me to shut up and it's past my bedtime.
That's an assertion, though. How do you know that they would react that way to a 12-year-old boy? How do they even know that you are a 12-year-old boy or the 12-year-old boy is a 12-year-old boy? How do you know that? You don't know that. That's just an assertion without evidence. You're just making shit up as you go along.
If I'm a girl, you have every negative thing to say to me other than just telling me I did a good job.
Stop assuming it's because of your gender that they are trash-talking you. They don't know. You've clearly just told us that they don't know that you're a woman. So how do you know that they're doing it because of your gender? It's clear that they're not. They're doing it because you're shit. They're doing it because you're easy to wind up. They know that. That's why they're doing it. Do you not see what they're trying to do here? They're trying to wind you up for the lulz, for the trash talking, for the fun of it. And you're falling for it. You're falling for it. And now you're up here spouting bullshit, demonising all men who play games online because you got your fifis hurt by like one person. Well done.
But I can't say this about myself. I can go into a game like that with people saying those kinds of things, and by the end of the game, they may be my friends.
So what are you complaining about then? Every cloud has a silver lining, it seems. It seems they only did it for a joke, and you made friends that you can now banter with forever. That does make a whole lot of sense. That kind of defeats your argument. Your rant has literally no merit now.
And I'll teach them a lesson or two about girls. I don't mind giving them links to my Twitch and links to my Instagram. Of course, nothing personal.
Cupcake mates.
Seriously, did you just say that you're giving these trolls and bloody wind-up merchants your details, but nothing personal? And then you're complaining about getting people trolling you and calling you names and saying you should go on your period elsewhere. You have nothing to blame but yourself. You are literally inviting this shit upon you. I don't know if it's on purpose or because you're completely inept, but you have no one to blame but yourself in this matter. Literally nobody else. I can't believe the retardery that is going on with you right now.
But just to show that girls can play video games. I know, it's crazy.
And you've done a smashing job of proving that girls can play video games by being an utter idiot. I know, it's amazing.
We have hands like you have hands. Ours are cuter and smaller, but we also have hands.
No shit, Sherlock. Tell me more.
And they work just as well.
Science suggests otherwise, but please, do go on, I'm just shitloading.
So, just because you have one extra extremity
Just say you have a penis.
does not mean that you're better at gaming. Now,
Just because you're shit at the game doesn't mean that you then have to go and complain to other people on the internet that some people are taking the piss out of you because you are so shit at playing a game. Come on, admit it. You play terribly, you are horrible to people on the internet, and you can't take what you dished out. Come on. We all know what happened on that online game. Whatever you played. I don't know what you played, but we all know what really went on down there, don't we?
that being said, when you say it's my brother's game, yeah, no. My brother's in the military, and he's awesome, and, it could be his game, but it's mine. So...
Not even relevant, mate. Not even relevant. Doesn't care. Don't care at all if your fucking brothers in the military. He can still play games, you know. They do have games consoles in the military that they take over and play on their TVs. You don't necessarily need the internet to play a game, you know. I mean, technically in this day and age you do because of fucking DRM, but come on. Who cares? Who's been saying this to you? This is just a straw man. I mean, it could be your dad's game. I've played my dad's game. I've played my sister's games. Doesn't matter. You're just making it out to be a bigger problem than it actually is because you're shit.
Don't talk about my brother. Don't talk about my mother. Don't talk about the fact that I am a girl. And then when you figure out that I'm actually a girl, please do yourself a favor and do not hit on me.
So, you're at first trying to tell people what they can and cannot say to you and about you, and that because you're a woman, you deserve special treatment. You deserve not to be trash talked like every other person who gets trash talked on the internet or on an online game. Is that correct? Well, that's just boo fucking who for you, because nobody's gonna listen. People are still gonna troll you and wind you up because you're just an easy target that invites it onto her, and you just are so self-entitled. Although you're trying to make it out that the men who are playing games are, that the male gamers are self-entitled, but really it's just projection. It's you who's a self-entitled whiny bitch who can't take what she dishes out, and is also shit at video games, not because she's a woman, but because you're just shit and you're not really a gamer. So, yeah.
I would never, ever, ever be with someone that talks to women that way.
How do you know that your boyfriend doesn't talk to women that way? I mean, would you approve of it if this person was being a bitch to you? I mean, who cares about who you would be with? I mean, you're supposed to be arguing about crap that people say to women who are gamers, but you're not really done that. You're just arguing about pointless fucking shit. You just meandered from place to place, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I can't believe that Louis Lavelle actually treated you as seriously as he did. You're just pathetic.
So, do yourself a favor, educate yourselves.
She's telling the gaming community to educate themselves on how to talk to people, on how to understand people, on how people in their community work and what etiquette is like. No, I think the only person who needs to educate themselves is you.
And how about you support the online girl gamer and be like, oh, you know what? It's really rad you're on here. How long have you been playing?
No, I don't think I need to support anyone, really. If you're so worked up about it, please mute everyone and move on. But no, you have to make it to a big social justice issue over nothing. Look, I don't need to support them at all. They're perfectly fine, and they don't need my help. They can support themselves. If they can't play the game because they're rubbish at it, that's not my fault, that's their fault. And I do not need to put these people on a pedestal just because of their gender. That's stupid. Nobody needs to be doing that. This is a meritocracy here. You either practice hard and become good at the game, or you stop playing because you can't hack it. And maybe, again, delete or mute people. Jesus Christ, it's not rocket science.
Oh yeah, what are your favorite games? That's normal conversation.
I think you mean what are your favourite games, not where are your favourite games. Oh, God, you can't even English properly. Look, that is a normal conversation when you're talking to people who play games. Like, oh, what are your favourite games? How is that abnormal? How is that wrong? How is that a horrible thing for someone to say to a person? Surely you would want to gauge what games people play to say there's some kind of perceived same interest or something. Jesus Christ, you really are the antisocial one here.
You're the weirdo that can't get out of your mom's basement.
Wow, so you lecture us on being nice to gamer girls because they're gamer girls, and to not be nasty and horrible to them and call them names and make them stereotypes and all these things, yet you turn around and call us basement-dwelling troglodytes. Is that really where you're going with this? So you're going to be a hypocrite now, are you? Well, now I need to know all that I need to know. You are not a gamer. You are a social justice warrior, hipster, that is doing this because you think it's cool. Or really, you just don't play games. You probably played one game, didn't like the fact that people trash talked to you, and now you're complaining. You're a fake.
So, I don't really know why we would even have that discussion.
Because you brought it up. Not us, you. You brought it up because you're shit at a game, because you can't take what you dish out.
I'm just saying, the things I've heard personally, one guy told me I needed to go order another pizza and stuff my fat face.
Oh, what's up, girlfriend? Did they say mean things to you? Oh, they wanted you to go eat a pizza because they thought you were fat when you're really skinny. Oh, you want a hug?
Online girl gamers are constantly having to deal with this, and it's not something that should just be let go. And if you talk to me like that, I just want you to think about something when you're talking to someone online. Would you say this to their face?
It happens to men too. Stop making it out like it's such a unique problem for women. It's a unique problem for fucking everyone. Actually, it's not even a unique problem. It's a thing that people do in actual professional sports, like football. You have the crowd constantly jeering at you. You've got opposition players who are the cunts of the team constantly jeering at you and kicking at your heels. I'm talking about football here, not the fake American football, but actual proper association football, where you've got the hard man who kicks your legs and nearly breaks you, and you've got people jeering at you on all sides, depending on how big the crowd is, obviously. But yeah, it happens in real life. And to answer your question, yes, I would say it to their faces. If they're playing shit and go, oh, you suck, I am going to do that. I will trash talk them to their face if I think it's funny. And if they can't take it, that's their problem, not mine. And I'd do it to a man, I'd do it to a woman, I'd even do it to a teenage kid. Hey, if they're going to be lippy with me, they pick the wrong person to be lippy with. Now, I'm not trying to, puff my chest up. I'm just being honest here. So, please, fuck off.
Would you talk to them that way in real life? And would you want your mother and father to hear what you're saying? No?
I'm a 22-year-old man. I couldn't give a shit what they think about me trash talking people online or in real life. Unless it does something to me physically, but by and large, it's all banter when it comes to video games. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Just lay down the autism for 1 minute, please, and just chill the fuck out and realise they're not doing this to hurt you because they're evil patriarchal shitlords who are just trying to control you. They're doing it because they can do it for the lulz and you're an easy target. That's all. If you do it back to them, maybe they'll think twice before doing it again. Or maybe kick their ass so that they're silenced. It's simple. And to be honest, like I said before, I don't give a rat's ass what you or my mum or my dad thinks. I don't care. I just
don't care.
Then maybe you shouldn't be saying it either.
Sticks and stones may break my bones and words will always hurt me.
Just saying. So, this is my small rant, and I'm sorry, I'm not really angry, it's just that
It's all fake outrage, am I right, girl? Am I right?
these things get under my skin, and I won't, because I have these does not make me any less than you.
God, why don't you just say boobs? What are you, a 12-year-old?
So, to the girl gamers, keep gaming, keep being called little boys, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter when your KD ratio is higher and when you're kicking their butt.
But you aren't kicking their butts. That's why you are complaining right now. See, if you were an actual gamer girl, you wouldn't even be complaining anyway. So you would just be saying, oh, I've got to kick those guys' asses because they just trash talk me because I'm shit. I've got to prove to them that I'm not shit. But never mind, never mind. The world is your oyster, we're all your slaves, and we must bend reality to suit your needs. Ladies and gentlemen, Bay Area chicks.
So, thank you for watching. As always, I love all of you, and I'm sorry I had to rant. Okay, that's it.
Triggered!